So basically, Steve and Steven have rebranded to Goontopia, and it may not go over well with some fans.
The expression is gooning, Gooning.
It's called gooning, and the left wants to ban it completely.
Listen, here's the thing. I love gooning. So get up, dust off, goon.
Yeah, everybody. Yeah, this is the opening. And because it's an odd or even number, odd or even number, I'm opening the show. Mm-hmm. And because of that, I could talk about the Portal opening. I'm not. I could talk about the opening of Happy Gilmore 2 in theaters now. Or I could talk about when I went to Taco Bell the other day and it was just opening. And the guy goes, I got good news and I got bad news, man. He wasn't Mexican. I got good news for you and I got bad news for you. The good news is the sun will rise tomorrow. The bad news is my fucking grill is not on yet. Damn. So that's how I'm going to start the show. I'm Steven, everybody.
Mm-hmm. And I'm Steve.
I'm trying to come in with a head of steam, so that's why, got to get going.
You got the neurons firing off in our brains. So we're ready to go. We're ready to goon, because you can't just goon without any thoughts gooning through your own head.
That's true. It is yours. It is like a stimulant.
It is.
So Happy Gilmore 2, Sydney Sweeney confirmed, not really, but people are floating that out
As
there.
happy.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me see. They've got to have like a press photo, right? Or do they just have...
Oh, actually, when you get a chance, if you have Twitter ready to go, you could go to Antonio Brown's. Did you see his movie poster for it?
This is from 8 hours ago, so we got a little bit to scroll through.
There we go.
Oh, my goodness. Okay, yes, I did see it, because I was confused by the Trump. Let's go.
I think he just likes Trump and white people and stuff like that.
Hell yeah.
And Trump make crackers great again. And then, of course, you have AB, Antonio Brown himself down in the golf cart getting ahead.
Nice. Oh, this is cool. Yeah, so it takes place in Florida, too. Is that why there's an alligator?
Well, remember that alligator bit, what's his name's hands off in the original?
The bad guy?
No, the black guy.
Oh,
his
that's
coach.
Right. Yeah.
So the alligator will return, and Caitlin Clark, who's also been making fun of down there, who said looks like Mel Gibson. So anyway, do you like Happy Gilmore, the original?
No, I liked Billy I liked Billy Madison a lot more than I liked Happy Gilmore.
Mm-hmm.
But, a sequel, I'm always willing to have my mind changed with a sequel, So, because you think, Back to the Future 2, they completely reinvented the wheel by going into the future. So I almost wonder if Happy Gilmore 2 is going to have, a future element, or if maybe Happy is going to go back to the past, and you get to see the events of the first movie through another person's perspective while they try to, make sure Sydney Sweeney's, born.
I think, what if it isn't a golf movie at all? What if he goes back to playing hockey at age 56 or whatever he is now?
That would be kind of weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I can't think of it. I don't know. The thing is, there's no way it's going to be good. I like the original. You don't, apparently. You think it sucks.
Yeah.
I mean,
Adam Sandler movies suck. Let's be honest. There's a certain charm element to them, but it's no James Bond.
I think Happy Gilmore is probably the best, though. I don't know.
Okay, I'll actually agree with that because I've rewatched clips of Billy Madison, and while I'm rewatching them, I'm like, this movie is so trash, but it's so funny. And I feel like it was hats off with Billy Madison, where Happy Gilmore was more of an attempt at an actual movie. And Big Daddy, I would say, is closer to a good movie.
Somebody was talking, I don't remember who this was. Somebody was saying that Happy Gilmore was his roommate in college, which I don't think is actually true.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
But he grew up with a guy whose nickname was Happy, maybe, or something like that.
Yeah, or maybe it's he had a friend who tried to golf with a hockey stick, and he won. So now we've got something that's actually very funny. The other night we watched Connor O'Malley's Stand-Up Solutions.
Or Richard Eagleton.
Yes.
Is that his name in the thing? Richard Eagleton?
Yeah, you're right. Okay. It is Richard Eagleton. And look, I think I'll just say this real quick. Connor O'Malley seems to have finally found his lucky charms, because the last two videos he's made we really liked.
Yeah, it's true, because we just talked about The Joker, a.k.a. The Mask, which is the real title of it. What, was that 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, probably 2 weeks ago.
And that was him playing Tyler Joseph, not the lead singer or whatever of 21 Pilots.
Yeah.
So if you haven't watched that, check it out. But what do we have to say about the stand-up set? Well, he does a whole AI thing, which is cool. Yeah. If you don't know about AI, you want to check it out for that reason.
And it's, he plays, again, it's another character. And I don't want to spoil stuff because it is really good. I would say this. Here's what I would say about it, because you and I both said this. So I'm sorry if maybe you said it first and I'm stealing it from you. But we kind of agreed that this Stand-Up Solution Special is like the third.
This was entirely my idea.
Okay, then
and my
say it. Then you say it.
No,
You say
go
it.
ahead and finish it.
No, because if I
Well, you were
took
halfway through, but I needed to just insert myself there.
Uh-huh.
Like, this is my idea, people.
Okay, this is Steven's idea.
And maybe you'll all think it's stupid, but then at least credit where
I
credit's
said
due.
it. You could say I said it
Yeah,
wrong.
true.
So anyway, so Steven told me the other day that Stand-Up Solutions by Connor O'Malley is the trilogy, the third movie in this trilogy of the Sam Hyde TED Talk and then the Tim Heidecker stand-up special. And this kind of like rounds it off because it's the same type of concepts, but the same like attempt at like a parody of a stand-up comedy special. And it's done very, very well.
You put that way better than I could have put it, honestly. It's true. We view it as a trilogy because Sam Hyde, that came out in what,
14, 13.
And that was making fun of all the TED Talks that were popular at the time. And then you have Tim Heidecker in 2020.
2020.
And what was that? That was just making fun of comedy at the
Yeah.
time, I guess. So is there a common thread? They are making fun of the popular form of being on a stage and making money easy.
And I'd say that kind of goes with like the TED Talks. Before there were the podcasters, like the TED Talks were the pseudo intellectuals. That's where they really reigned with the TEDx talks. So the Stand-Up Solutions is kind of like the pseudo intellectual Silicon Valley programmer. He's got this new, he calls it 100% accurate comedy that he works on. I love because like Eagleton will when he's like bantering with the crowd, he'll either go from like this Steve Jobs like, I like your perspective on that, or like, you've got a real interesting perspective on that, or he'll just like scream at them. And my favorite one is when he's talking about like McDonald's and he's like, so do you guys know what the hardest problem is for automating a McDonald's restaurant? You know what this is? And someone says the ice cream machine, which do you know the lore of why that guy would have said that?
Yeah.
Okay. So he goes, the ice cream machine, the Redditor. I'm going to do a funny meme post in real life. And then Connor just goes, he's like, I got a meme to show you later. Like he just like 1,000% just like screams at it. But it's so funny.
I do like it too when he's just asking. I mean, and this is obviously not crowd work part of it, but when he just is like, who likes Shark Tank in here?
Yeah,
And he's
yeah.
like, Mark Cuban. He's cool.
It's like the character that he's playing like attended like some public speaking seminar and was told like, make sure you add an inflection to emphasize your point. And he just was like, okay, so just talk as loud as possible when, that's how he interpreted it. And that's how he just does it when he's performing. And
So it's good. There's a lot of, like all of the things he does, there's a beginning, middle, and end. And my point in saying that is that you want to stick around for the whole thing because I'm giving it 5 out of 5, whatever we rate these.
Goon monitors.
Yeah. I don't know. We gave Cat Williams last week.
Probably like 2.
Yeah. 2 out of 5.
Yeah. And he used a slideshow. Bert and Tom used a slideshow.
True.
And this is, if you want to see a slideshow and a comedy show gone right, which I know a lot of you do, it's in the Stand-Up Solutions. He's got the solution to it.
If it's used properly, it might make more sense because it's like, honestly, everybody's just come inside from watching TikTok. Well, they're inside somewhere else, but then they're inside at the comedy venue and they need some other kind of stimulation. So I think the projector could be good.
Yeah, no, definitely. And he uses
Cat Williams used it horribly though. He
Yeah.
just played like a news clip.
he played the blind football player kid. Yeah.
So
And he's like,
I gave Cat Williams a 2 out of 5 and maybe 9 lives. I don't know.
he's lost one of his lives. He's down to 8 lives. The fuck? How a cat? Yeah, no. Let me get my keys out of my pocket. I forgot. That's my pre-show
Somebody
ritual.
said that this show is like Reddit without reading, and we're trying to figure out that stuff. Well, we hate Reddit, so
Yeah.
if you like Reddit, get off of it. Unless you're going to start a Goontopia sub, which is already a thing apparently for people who beat off.
Yeah. So if you're ready to take over that subreddit,
I am thinking about posting in there and just being like, "Can I pay you $200 for the subreddit? And we'll just inherit all these goons."
that would be a good idea because it's not that big, right? It could be dominated, and they'd like that because they're a bunch of beat offers.
Oh, what else was good? He has an AI thing. That's not really a spoiler. He has an AI robot talking.
Yeah,
which
and
is good, and it's compiled from Bill Maher and what else?
funnyordie.com. And
the 2 best.
I realized this. I almost said this before we started recording, but his delivery, the robot's delivery, is like Tom Segura. He talks exactly like Tom Segura and has that stupid ass like I told a joke and
Yeah, the smile even too.
Yeah. So that in of itself is very, very funny.
It is like a
because-
combo of Tom doing Bill doing Funny or Die type humor.
Yeah.
No, I want to buy a RAV4 now. And if if he wants to come on the podcast, he should, because he's probably going to look for some reviews for his show, and it's like, you're going to see this shitty little podcast, 400 million subscribers. Just give it a go. Come on the show. I'd love to have him on. Connor Tyler Joseph.
Yeah, Connor Tyler Joseph Eagleton, get your ass here.
Hey everybody, we're gonna be watching the Fishtank 2.5 trailer.
Should we give context to this before we go?
That, if you don't get the context, it's your fucking problem. How about that? Hey everybody, do the drum roll. Maybe we need a few drinks in us to really do a good Butts impression.
That's true. He has at least like 7 before he even, he's at least has that glazed look in his eye. I'm gonna take a sip of Prime. That's what I've gotten here.
Well, they never sent me my lice, so they won't let me buy Prime now.
Dude,
they
that
ID
sucks.
me every time.
Fuck.
Because it's not for kids.
All right, ready?
Hey everybody.
What's going on, everybody on YouTube? It's Goontopia here, and we've got something incredible to react to. I'm so excited for this. What do you have to say about this?
All I gotta say is whatever Sam Hyde makes, I love. See, this is where it gets confusing, because already it's like we just hit a bracket where Sam Hyde was the greatest thing. Look, go ahead. You take the lead, Eric. Steve Butts.
Okay, hang on.
He's moving his hair, but he's actually bald.
So we're going to be reviewing and reacting to the Fishtank Season 2.5. It's not really Season 3. It's like Season 2.5. It's not really Season 2 either, but we're really excited to check it out because, you know me, we like to get fishy in here.
And you said it is 2.5, but although Sam, knowing Sam and the way he labels things on his computer, he's probably naming it Fishtank _003 so as not to confuse himself or the computer, because if he does 0025, it'll think it's 25th season, and that only causes problems way down the line when they're at that point.
Definitely. Yeah. Or he doesn't have a computer at all. I don't really know, guys. It's let's just should we get right into it?
Let's get right into it.
All right, here we go. We're going to be reacting. Here we go. And we're sliding over to the side like Eric does in classic Eric fashion. Whoa, we're in the fish tank. It's like a fish tank.
Oh, because of the fish.
Glorious returning champion.
6.
My hair hasn't even grown back.
Taily!
14 days alone in the deep.
Oh my gosh, the woods. Simon!
Wait, is that the bad one or good one?
The good one.
I know.
And it can't hurt.
Well, he could have been bad. Anyway.
Hunt for supplies by day, and at night, get hunted by real-life vampires.
Oh my gosh.
John!
No. He's been on the show.
Oh my gosh. Ooh. Real life map. Real life survival.
This is my first time seeing it.
Fish tank all-star. Wow.
Wait, so this is 2.5? But I thought it was going to be called 2.5. But it's called All-Stars. But is it 3? But they mentioned 3. Yeah, I don't know how to be Eric Butts. I'm sorry for the lackluster performance on that. That was...
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, how are you doing over there, Mr.
I mean, well, first of all, it's like the best thing I've ever seen in my entire life before. Oh my gosh. Oh man. Woo. Well, really excited here. Yeah, I wonder, I saw, there's so many all over the place. There's gameplay, so I wonder if it's going to be like a video game where like we get to play as the survivors. And I mean, John coming back. I mean, like, I'm kind of excited that he's back, but I'm not really excited that he's back, but I'm pretty excited that he's going to be back. I wonder if he's going to mention that he was on Steven, the old show. Geez, man, so many things. Simon in a cowboy hat. I wonder, maybe he went to Texas and like learned to be a cowboy there. Like maybe we'll get some backstory there for something. But overall, I'm so excited. What about you?
Well, I am thinking, this is Sam's project, but it would be cool to see Nick or Charles there because, Nick maybe will help build the set or even help maybe with some of the firewood that they're going to be using outside if they're going to be outside that entire time. And also Charles too, there is sort of a Blood Meridian feel to this whole thing. So blah, 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 blah.
And Charles could play the vampire because he looks like one and he doesn't look like he ever sleeps. And I mean, super excited. I can't wait for it. I've already got my season pass and well, hang on. Maybe I think it starts when I'm going to be on vacation. So maybe I'll have to check my schedule for that. Didn't he say something like that in the Deadpool thing? He was like, I don't know if I can see the IMAX. He did something like that.
Well, it probably is hard for Eric to decide when he's going to, go on vacation because there is always a new movie.
Yeah.
And there is always a new season of Fishtank. This looks really good. I don't know, the vampire element sounds cool. So this is 2.5 or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that what makes it the 2.5 is that it's like returning people from like previous seasons. I'll show you. I'll pull up Jet's Twitter.
I will say, I wish, again, this is like, I didn't like that in the second season, they blew the load on having a house full of fans of MDE. I thought that could have came later.
Mm-hmm.
You know, just, you know, you want to fine tune things on these reality shows. Not that I would know how to do one. I think with All Stars, you want to wait till like season 4 or 5. I mean, this is 3. Just, you want to have like 3 solid seasons of people at least.
Yeah, but they said for season 3 they want to get like actual actors who truly don't know about MDE. So I could see how that's like a split in the show. So I get why they would pick season 1 and 2, because mostly everyone in season 1 and 2 like knew about Sam Hyde. So it's almost like I could see like an offshoot for the Sam fans. Because I don't know if the newer people in future seasons are going to be as well liked or as well like into the internet stuff as the first 2 seasons.
I was going to say too, what if now this is just their alternating thing? So every half season is like this outdoor.
Yeah. Or something like experimental like that. Because, you know, one thing I noticed, it's not a house, you know.
It's definitely not a fish tank, people.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Not. Yeah, I'm open to seeing how they change it up and change up the format, because I will be honest, the back-to-back with the houses, we didn't really watch a lot of season 2 just because, I don't know, we're still kind of connected to season 1. They were airing episodes of season 1, so it's like we're watching like the full episodes while the new one's still taking place. It was a little...
We were still trying to meet Sylvia and her pregnant ass.
Yeah.
Her belly.
Yeah, Sylvia and Sam Jr., which she officially... But okay, Jet has something here. He tweeted, he said, if the contestants have bad strategy and get wiped out / lose all their lives, the show will end early. So that is different from the first 2 seasons. So for everyone's sake, let's hope they turn it into a well-oiled vampire killing squad. We're bringing LARPing back, mother... Oh my gosh, I didn't want to say it.
The LARPing element, that's cool. I love LARPing. I do LARPing every weekend.
Yeah, as you guys know, you can catch me at the Renaissance Fair. I'm always LARPing. This time I'll be LARPing as Bilbo Baggins mixed with a Boba Fett kind of a fan crossover.
I am glad they are bringing LARPing back, because when I was a kid, I didn't want to LARP, but there were elements of like my town that I'm from, LA, down the small city of LA that I'm from, of 4,000, 5,000 people. Not even that many. You know, I would just think like, how could this be a Left 4 Dead map? How could this be a Call of Duty map? And I would walk around the streets thinking about like, how could this be a map? And you know, I really just want to be get the Goon Bros on the show. We'll come out. We're not part of the All Stars, but that could be part of the charm, is having a couple nobodies there.
We could be the freeloaders, you know, because even freeloaders, even a bum lives in the woods, you know.
I think I'm gonna say even freeloaders make money. Like we're just in it for the coin.
Oh no, we're in it for the game.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to win.
We'll split. I mean, don't worry about paying us, Sam, because John will agree. He'll split half of his money with us.
Yeah.
He already said he'd do it. So.
And he actually owes us $500 for coming on our podcast. He said he'd pay us $500. I think that was the story. He said, "Yo, bro, I never said that. I asked you for the 500."
What the fuck, dude? Dude, guys.
Dude, but no.
Guys, this podcast called Steven, they're lying.
I'm going to be so mad if you drop Steven on the show and not Goontopia, the current name. It'll still come up if people search for it. But
yeah, but he should know by now. Yeah, that's that. We can move on, because I don't know, unless you got anything else to say. A fun little thing that's been happening on the internet. I know you guys already know what we're going to talk about. You already know what we're going to say. Okay, it's Drake and...
Kendrick.
Exactly. Drake and Ken Josh. No, just kidding. Drake and Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
Lamer. Yeah. Who do you side with in this black on black dispute?
In this black on black crime we seeing, man, I'm on the Kendrick Lamar train. You know why? Because he's 5'5". Don't confirm that. I think it's true though.
Yeah.
He's 5'5", so he's a little guy. He's already looking up into the clouds, dreaming, and then he has Drake come out of nowhere, pedophile, by the way.
Yeah.
Saying he's the 3rd best rapper, if that. Saying that Kendrick's the 3rd best rapper. He's leaving him out of the discussion.
Who's number 2?
I don't know. One of those fucking other guys.
Little
if you know what
Uzi
I mean.
Squirt.
Yeah, little Uzi Squirt.
Yeah.
But Kendrick, you know, he's not all about this beef. He likes pulled pork. If you ever heard that song. We hate pulled pork is the lyric in that song. So
I gotta say, the few things I don't like about Kendrick Lamar is I heard he won a Pulitzer Prize for one of his albums, and I just kind of wish that he would stick to just rapping. I mean, he's not a journalist after all. You know, you don't need to do research to rap. That's kind of the charm of rapping. And so I just think he shouldn't be so shady like that. And the other thing, this I actually unironically don't understand why he did this. You saw this video? It was like 5 years ago. He like brought a white girl on stage to sing like the song, like, and then the girl says the N-word in the song, and then he's like, "Yo, stop. You need to bleep yourself." And it's like, why did you even bring her on stage to sing your like most N-worded out song?
I didn't know that was a thing. That does make me kind of mad because it's like,
Let's see if I can find it.
I remember when I first got to college, I got this black guy friend, Blair, and I go, Blair Witch Project. I go, Blair. I want you to know I say that word. And he goes, okay. And I go, so can I have an in pass? And he said, yes. And the rule was if I ever went too far, he could punch me in the shoulder. You know, so one time I was talking about my daddy and I said, my daddy had nappy hair, and he punched me very hard in the shoulder. And that was worth it, you know, but he didn't say sing a rap lyric and then get mad at me.
That's good though. That's good that he made that distinction. And sorry, I was trying to think of a way to say like, can I has N-word pass? Like if you were a cat, you know.
Well, if you were a cat, that's how you would say it.
Here's this video. So here's this girl's face. I feel bad for her. This does suck.
Damn, it's not even a hot white chick.
No.
I told you every time.
He set her
Swear
up.
I got you.
Maybe he saw her mouthing it in the crowd. But then, what do you think people are doing?
Yeah.
They're singing along. Damn, the execution is so bad too.
I know.
Not even saying it cool.
Wait.
You gotta bleep
Am I
yourself.
not cool enough for you? What's up?
She doesn't even
Oh,
know.
I like that though. That was a good response. I'm not cool enough for you.
Dude, the crowd.
I would kill everyone in that crowd. Well, not really.
What's up?
My boy Rohan kind of knew the rules a little bit.
Will's just really cool, bro. You have to work.
You gotta bleep one single word though.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I do it?
Yeah, you did it.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god.
Should she stay up here, y'all?
Please take me up here. I got you. I'll try. I'm used to singing it like you wrote it, bro.
You sure?
I swear.
You got it?
I promise.
Oh my gosh, the crowd. Like, kill the rich. It's like, what would you do? I mean, you got to say it like.
Dude, it's the lyric to the song, and you're trying to convey that in the song, right? And you're having her come up and sing it. So if she's not conveying the same thing, because it's like, oh, this is the black man experience. Only I can say that word. Come up and sing my song. It's like, well, what do you want her to channel?
Right. Where you from?
Person?
Where you from?
My person?
Yeah.
My black person?
The other thing I've seen screenshots from people posting in the Kendrick Lamar subreddit, and somebody said like, does anybody feel super cool like with black people as a white person when you listen to Kendrick? And this guy's post was like, I was on the subway the other day and I saw a really cool looking black guy, and I was listening to Damn by Kendrick Lamar, and so I flashed him my phone to show him what I was listening to, and I felt very comfortable doing so. And so that, knowing that that's the type of people who like Kendrick Lamar makes me not like him as much. But then, I mean, you look at Drake fans and it's, you know, I mean,
No, Drake is for babies. I want one time in like a raffle or something, I won a Drake CD and I threw it away. And I also won a Katy Perry CD and I kept it.
Nice.
So that tells you where he's at on the totem pole. He's below Drake and below Katy Perry.
And you sent me that picture of him doing blackface. So it's like, he's not even black. He had to do blackface to be black. Damn, Drake, you're so white. You had to do blackface just to be black. How about that?
And by the way, I mean, that kid, I know it's like mean or whatever to make fun of somebody's kid if they're kind of slow or messed up.
Yeah.
But you've seen Drake's kid, right?
Yeah, I've seen his
He's like
song.
8 and he can't talk.
Yeah, have you heard his song?
No, can we play it?
Yeah, we'll listen to a little bit of it.
Okay, I probably have heard it, but
Is his name Drake Jr.? Drake Jr.
no, it's it's Adonis.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this is it.
He really can't say the word if he's only a quarter.
And his big like bottom lip too, like that's indicative of like someone who like a disabled kid. He looks retarded. There's
Damn.
one.
What are you gonna do if your kid's like that?
I mean, I'd love him, but I wouldn't let him like release a diss track
That's
when he's
true.
like 6. So worst case scenario would be autistic, which is fine. I can deal with that. But because then that would actually be worse because I wouldn't be able to help myself and I would mess with them. Because that's how I also know that I'm not autistic. Because in high school there were some autistic kids, and I would like I knew exactly how to like slightly move stuff on their desk that would like set them off, and I would do that because it was fun.
No, those that's like another level though. You could still be I'm not going to push that agenda, okay?
Autistic on autistic crime.
I think we're pushing a very neither of us have autism agenda on this show.
Yeah.
And we'll do everything we can to convince you and then change your mind.
Yeah.
So, okay, that's Adonis. And by the way, I mean, if you're going to, Millie Bobby Brown, of all the kids to go after, come on.
Yeah, she is. Well, she's 18 now, so we can say. That
I can say that she was an ugly 15-year-old. I would not have, even if I was a pedo, I wouldn't have banged her.
I don't know what
15.
I don't know what she looked
I don't
like
know
at
if I
15.
can say all this. I'm always worried that that's over the line. For YouTube standards, not for my standards. I'll say anything.
Yeah, we don't want to get canceled because the woke mob will freaking come after us for saying we
If
wouldn't.
we've learned anything from Bill Maher, it's that cancellation is still a big thing.
Yeah, get this. So get this, okay? So get this. Who pick my character? Should I be Ben Shapiro, Tim Pool, or Bill Maher for this cancellation?
Are we talking about Bill Maher today?
We will.
Okay.
We'll get to him. Okay. So get this. The Goontopia, the Goon Bros, got canceled for saying they would not have sex with a 15-year-old. That is apparently a cancelable offense. Watch our Family Guy show. That's up next, but we'll talk about that in a second. Oh, the diss track, though. Have you seen... I want to show you guys the Drake diss track. So this is what makes me like Drake, though. Let's review this.
Turn up my boing. I can't hear my boing. You're a big, smelly loser, and your breath smells like a tuna. If you wanna war with me, then I'll blow you like a tuba. Blow you out the boomer. If you keep on spreading rumors, you get beat like Metro Boomers, making drops on his computers. Yeah, I need the max win. I need the max win.
Yeah.
Damn. This is the latest diss track. I hadn't seen this.
Yeah, it's brand new. It just came fresh off the tape is still warm. The tape was still warm when I put this into play. What I like here is that, some people have pointed out that Drake's kind of silly. So Drake leans into his silliness here. He's not afraid to say that he's a little goofy, like how his son's a little retarded.
That is like the insult. His son wrote the song for him, actually. Now you think about it, the tuna line he just heard on the playground.
And Drake, it was an honest mistake. I'll say it was an honest mistake for Drake to say he'd blow Kendrick like a tuba, but he fixes it on the fly.
But that's the game you play with freestyling. It's not always going to come out clean, but usually people know what you mean. And he was more saying like, I'll blow you up.
Yeah.
In the way that a tuba blows.
And not only... Well, he fixes it. It says, blow you out the room. And so to be able to, he fumbles, but then he comes back so strong. In the Kendrick Lamar diss track, what does he say? Like, nobody pray for me. You only like little kids. And so...
yeah, fuck kids.
Another diss track lore thing. I think Kendrick originally accused Drake of being a pedophile. Then Drake was like, I never had sex with Millie Bobby Brown. But like Kendrick never said anything about her. Yeah. But he came in and was like, I didn't... So that was kind of
He said, was that his exact line? I didn't have sex with her?
Or like, I wasn't being dirty with her or something.
Yeah, but it's like, man, you can't do that.
But that is different. It is different from him like texting and grooming Billie Eilish, Millie Bobby Brown. He's actually gay. He thinks they're all guys in his defense. Billy and Bobby.
And Kendrick just musically is so much better than Drake. Drake sucks ass. Mm-hmm. He stinks. And Kendrick's collabed with Danny Brown, who I love.
Yeah. And that's what it really comes back to at the end of the day. Drake has not collaborated with Daniel Brown.
I don't think so anyway.
You would think because Millie Bobby Brown, Danny Brown, there's a connection. You'd think. Actually, no. You know that video, the penis video of Danny Brown reacting to his lyrics? Those are all songs that Drake wrote for Danny Brown, but Danny Brown never released them. That's why he looks so uncomfortable. He's trying to deny it. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I think we're ready to move on.
Okay.
I'm about ready to move on.
Yeah,
I don't know that I have anything else to say. I do kind of want to show that Joe Biden video at some point in the episode.
Oh, the debate off?
Yeah.
Debate. We can look that up right now. Let's take a look, because it was like a fight, right? He was like, you're a no good two-timing son of a fucking...
This is what's funny. 2 days ago, Donald Trump wrapped up the GOP nomination, and now Joe Biden's going to go after him for not debating him in the 12 hours since he won. Here we go. This is Joe. He totally looks CG'd though. I mean, what happened? He looked dead like a few months ago.
Yeah, and a few weeks ago on the Howard Stern show, he like barely moved. Joe, it's simple. They fuck each other. And,
there's got to be somebody that can analyze this video and tell us if there's some like subtle micro movement on his like face where it's rendering.
Let's look at his mouth the whole time, his lips, his lushy lips.
Donald Trump lost 2 debates to me in 2020. Since then, he hadn't shown up for debate. Now he's acting like he wants to debate me again. Well, make my day, pal. I'll even do it twice. So let's pick the dates, Donald. I hear you're free on Wednesdays.
Damn,
Donald Trump
6
lost 2
cuts.
debates
That's
to me in
awesome.
2020.
6 cuts in 15 seconds.
I was wondering what you were counting.
I was like, how many times are you going to cut in and out? I don't know if they're just doing a Zoom thing, but no, there's no way he wasn't needing to stop, you know?
Yeah. Make my day. Make me gay. Make me gay, Donald. It's simple. They love each other. And it's simple.
my day, Donald. Debate me.
When my dad and I first saw 2 gay men holding hands, fucking each other in the ass, he said, Joe, it's simple. They love each other. Well, Donald, it's simple. We love to debate each other. So come debate me here at the Madison Square Garden. We'll be doing Kill Tony. He'll be there.
With Slavoj Žižek and Jordan Peterson, round 2.5.
And I hear William Montgomery might even make an appearance. So
and Johnny Hamcheck. Joey Hamcheck here.
Joey Hamcheck. And winner gets the Oval Office, gets to sit in the comfy new chair and sign the presidential... I don't care. Whatever.
It is true. We shouldn't vote on president. We should vote on who wins the debate, and that's who becomes president.
Yeah, we should. That's how the founding fathers intended it to be.
Yeah, because their whole thing is they were, and by the way, I don't know if I've said this on the show, but conservatives nowadays, they would hate the founding fathers. A bunch of dudes standing around in wigs. What is this? Drag queen story hour? Did I do that joke already?
No, you didn't. No, but that's true. Yeah, they were the first trans people.
They had fucking powdered makeup thing on and powdered wigs.
They wore little dresses. I mean, they were essentially dresses, you know, back flap dresses. And it's actually gayer to have like the dress thing in the back, but pantyhose in the front. And then also they wore makeup too. I mean, yeah, they were the biggest bunch of trans out there.
And then you have Joe Biden, who's a total alpha, who just goes up and smells young girls' hair. And that's like, conservatives should love that. Like a total alpha. That's like what a fucking farmer does.
Andrew Tate would do that. I go up to women, I smell their necks regardless of how old they are because I'm an alpha.
But then when Joe Biden does it, problema.
Yeah, they want to cancel him. And also Trump is the closest to a founding father because, you know, he dyes his little hair and he puts on his little spray tanny, yada yudi. And
he is totally like the gayest president ever.
Yeah, he is.
Somebody's had to have made that observation.
Yeah, they have.
God damn it.
That's where the Cheeto face thing came from. I don't know if you remember Glenn Beck. From in 2015, he protested. He was a Republican commentator guy. He protested against Donald Trump, and he crushed up a bunch of Cheeto dust, and he pressed his face into it. And he said, "Do I look like Donald Trump? Cheeto face, Emperor Cheeto, as I'll call him."
That's like the Sam Hyde Deadpool thing almost.
Yeah. No, seriously. I mean, 2016 was a big moment for Reddit humor, and the spotlight was shined on Reddit humor, and we still haven't recovered from that. Unfortunately. So, yeah, I hope debate. I don't know. The debates in 2020 were so disappointing.
After the first one, I didn't even want them to debate again, but they did, right?
I think so.
He just said they debated twice. So it was bad. I don't know that Trump has the composure to not get mad. You know, it's just, it would be so easy to run laps around Joe Biden.
Yeah.
You just get him to talk in a circle, but Trump already does that. So he has to be the bigger circle and sort of absorb Joe.
Yeah, but he won't do that because he likes to take those quick jabs.
And if RFK's there, I think he could get in the trap of, you know, trying to over-explain things, which Americans don't want to see.
Right.
They want to see Trump go for Biden's throat.
It'd be advantageous for RFK Jr. to just let Trump verbally kill Joe Biden, and then once that's done, RFK can step in. But I'm also imagining like Trump and Biden like arguing over each other, and then like RFK comes in, he's like, "And now my turn," and they both like turn so quickly, like, what the fuck? Like they thought the speakers were blowing out just because of the sound of his voice. Like, what? Where did that come from? What's going on?
Yeah, Trump doesn't even need to go for his throat. It's already fucked up.
Yeah, I don't even need to go for your throat. Well, you can go for my balls.
My worm.
Yeah. Go for my worm and give me brain. So
okay, back to Joe.
Yeah, we do have an RFK Jr. video also in the list of stuff. So
we'll get back to him. Don't worry. Wait, no. What about Joe? Let's just finish the video.
We already did.
Oh, my bad.
We watched
We're
it.
2 seconds in, so it was confusing.
Okay. They should debate.
You know, I can't even do a Trump anymore. That was so long since I've done a Trump. Go ahead.
What do you want me to have him say?
Have him say something. We do just need a Trump AI bot connected that we just type in.
And just hit play. Oh, I forgot to tell you this. This is kind of autistic, but it's so funny. I'll pull this up. So Ariel Pink released a new album on his Substack, and the second track is Kinski Assassin, but it's an AI Donald Trump singing it. So he took out his... Oh, I don't know if I can find it.
Crazy. Wait, what's it on?
Here it is. It's on his Substack, but...
This is on Substack?
Yeah, that's where all this shit is.
Okay.
I won't be able to use it in the show.
Wow.
chest.
Dude, the fact that nobody else can appreciate this, like, I wish I could just show this to somebody else.
I know.
Nelson.
Yeah.
But geez.
I wonder, you think he really got him in the studio to do this? I wonder what microphone he used.
I wonder what AI program he used to make Trump say those words.
Did he use a AI program that was, I don't know, injunctive to the singing part? Whatever he fucking...
It's not intuitive for Trump to sing it, but it does kind of, because he was president. I'm just airing Eric's buds now. He was president, and people do try to assassinate presidents. Example, RFK Jr.'s Unky.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, no, that's incredible. So that's what Ariel Pink's
Damn,
up to.
does he have any fans left? Yeah,
Ariel
I mean,
Pink? Oh,
he
yeah.
should. He should have 1 million.
He should.
We went to his show. We love him. You really love him.
Yeah.
I don't want this to be a classic Strokes situation where I'm...
Right. So we'll move on there. So we've got this new show. What's his name? Adam Carolla. Actually, here's the thing. How many of you have thought in your life, man, Family Guy is too woke? The humor in Family Guy and South Park and American Dad and Archer, they're too woke. They're not offensive. If only there was a niche in the market for offensive cartoon shows. It's never been done before. That's what Mr. Birchum is. It's the new Daily Wire cartoon show, Family Guy style thing.
Yeah, it's a Daily Wire program, and you're hitting on this. All of those networks are owned by liberals. Even Fox is owned by liberals, which is what Simpsons and Family Guy is on. And South Park, obviously, those guys are super liberal. They say it all the time. My point is, this is really going to set us free.
Yeah. So here we go.
I found some really great school uniform options to avoid misgendering.
Ooh, what about their allergies? Maybe those theys could be...
I know. This part is... The next part is so bad.
Is that... What's his name playing that character?
Matt Walsh.
No. Is it?
I don't
know. I was going to say the fucking... The hippie guy.
PJ, the redhead guy?
Yeah, that's the long hair.
Oh my gosh.
They should have him voice a character.
I bet it is, because he had that same... Well, I'll play the end of this joke, because it's literally one of his bits.
Tolerance.
No, we can't say intolerance. We have a zero tolerance policy for mentioning intolerance.
It's like his character. If it's not him, he should get royalty just for them ripping off his stupid character.
I know. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's so hard to actually cover this stuff, because conservatives literally only laugh at the same like 4 things. Like, they're so fucking stupid. And then this is the writer's room. And then we'll have a joke about how being intolerant is tolerance. We're so tolerant that it's intolerant. Or what do they do? They go, liberals will say something like this: we're so open-minded until you disagree with us. You know? All right, I'll go.
Yeah, I could see Ben Shapiro in the writer's room. I'm sure he wrote the show because it is Daily Wire, his company.
Yeah.
Well, not technically, I guess. The Boring Company, more like Jeremy Boring. What was I going to say? Well, I would like to see an episode maybe where the trans kid gets shoved in a locker. Would that be funny, conservatives?
Yeah.
How about at the end of the episode, because I'm guessing he's a woodshop teacher is what I'm picking up from this.
What if he carves a penis for the trans kid?
Uh-huh.
When I was a kid, men were men. Now everyone's wrapped up in feelings.
Oh, yeah. By the way, is there anybody more insufferable, more insufferable than that guy that goes, back in my day?
Yeah.
Fuck that guy.
Down with red meat, cigarettes, and violence.
Oh, no. Is that Joe from Family Guy?
I don't think so. It might be Rob Riggle. It'll give a whole cast list here shortly.
You know what it takes? Balls. Eyeballs.
Who's gonna say that? We're too young.
Well, actually, I was going to say you're too fat.
Okay. Roseanne Barr.
Wow.
Danny Trejo, Rob Riggle. Oh my gosh, Brett Cooper. I never would have thought.
Patrick Warburton. I was right.
Shit, how did he get in this? How did he get wrapped up in this? Probably Adam Carolla looped him in. Hey, I got a new show I want you to do a voice for. It's only you can do it over Zoom. Kyle Dunnigan? Sorry. What were you going to say?
Well, it would be cool if, like, in season 6 or 7 of this show, if they do a crossover with, like, Family Guy or Simpsons, that Simpsons and Family Guy eventually kind of caved and did it. And that, obviously, they're not on the same network. I cannot help but be Eric Butts right now. This is incredible. It's a good feeling to just say stupid shit.
Yeah.
You know? I'd like to see a crossover. Peter come. What the heck is this, Mr. Birchum? What's Peter?
He goes. He's like, man, I got a problem. Chris thinks he's a woman. What the sigma? And then Mr. Birchum comes in and he, when I was a kid, a man was a man and a woman was a woman. And then somehow.
Hey, for me too.
Yeah.
For me too.
Hey, same here.
Oh, Brett Cooper's in it.
Yeah.
AKA Ben Shapiro.
Yeah, Bennett Shapirette. And Megyn Kelly, the news anchor, she is in it too. Why? I don't understand that.
Wow, Danny Trejo. Is he a known conservative? I feel like I should know that.
I don't know. I mean, it would make sense. I guess he's old and he's Hispanic, and like those are the most like racist Republican people out there. I actually have a story. When I was in college and I thought I was going to be a young American for liberty, we had to go door knocking, at the state next door for some like local election, and I just like talked to this Hispanic who was like, "Yeah, I love Trump and I hate gay people." I talked to him for like 30 minutes, just chatting about Trump and how we don't like gay. It was honestly, it made the whole thing worth it. It was awesome.
I do think that is a sentiment. I think that is a thing. And do me a favor and never mention that you were going to do y'all ever again.
Yeah. I've tried to keep that secret under wraps.
I worked with a girl at the library who was always trying to get me to join it. She's like, "Come on, we could be." And I look back and I could have just smashed her up if I would have joined that shit, and I didn't.
Yeah. Well, I joined it and I didn't get to smash any girls or
just guys who are passionate about not stepping on snakes.
I did get into an argument with one guy about libertarianism, and because he was like a huge libertarian, and I was like, well, I think that's stupid because, it's literally the whitest kid you know skit where it's like, okay, so we abolish the state. Now what happens? And he goes, well, the strongest people will form via the free market government, like their own thing. And I would just tell him like, that is a government, Anyway, okay, we'll finish this out and then.
Keep my wife's name out of your damn
Oh my
mouth.
fucking god!
Call back.
Girl Scouts will be passed out in an hour.
Bird.
So he's just a shittier Ron Swanson or whatever that character from Arrested or Parks and
Parks and Rec.
Parks and Development.
Parks. The Parks.
The Parks and Rec.
Yeah, the Parks and
So
Rec.
he's just that's who they should have voiced him as Ron Swanson.
Yeah. Well, there was an interview. Ben Shapiro interviewed Adam Carolla, and Adam has said that Mr. Birchum has been a character of his that he's done for 30 years on radio because everyone had that woodshop teacher. So that's what Mr. Birchum is.
Wow, maybe Bobby's World, a.k.a. Howie Mandel, could do a crossover because that was a character he did 50 years ago.
I don't know. What is that?
It's just he did a high-pitched voice, and that was this whole bit.
Oh, that was like its own show, Bobby's World? Huh. I never knew about
Not
that.
Bobby Lee. Common misconception, but they do sound similar.
Damn.
If you got the reference, you got the reference.
All right. Should we move on from this?
Yes.
All right.
That show fucking stinks.
Boo. Okay, so now we've got RFK Jr.
We teased this a little bit, didn't we?
Yeah, we did. But that's all right. Do you want to start talking on this? Or
this is, this is the Kill Tony sketch, right?
Yeah, it is.
And you're setting me up to say that it's Kill Tony?
I don't know.
He's going to mention a problem, but there's a much bigger problem at hand is what we're going to find. How about that? Yeah. And we love RFK. Not officially voting for him yet. We have to get through our own primary season coming up.
And this could be a big setback. We don't know how to feel about this. So here we go. Doing stand-up. I'm such a garbage human being.
Damn.
When Cheryl leaves for vacation.
Yeah, Ariel Pink, instead of Trump, could you use RFK and replace that bit from Connor O'Malley stand-up for us?
Oh, no. Jerk off in the living room? I'm just thinking of him saying, jerk off in the living room, I must. Sorry, I'll cut that so they are not spoiled for the...
Angry
Oh, wait, there is Spanish.
out back in the green room, as they said, if I come out here and I get a laugh, I'm going to wreck it for William Montgomery. I don't know who William Montgomery is. My family, as it turns out, loves William Montgomery too. They can't explain why they like William Montgomery. They just say, well, he's been around a long, long time, and he's not you. And you go
Tim
out,
makes the weirdest faces. He's like, 1 minute it's like, I don't know if his back hurts. Or what? Because there's some moments where it's like when you met Ariel Pink and I'm sort of looking in the distance and I'm just like happy for you. And he's happy that his friend RFK is finally doing comedy.
Yeah. Maybe he is just like so focused on like, wow, this is actually happening. I don't know what Post Malone is doing here, but Tony does his idling face is so stupid and gay. And then Brian Red Band's like, man, I hope I don't have to use the iPad or do my job today.
My brainworm wrote some jokes for me. It's very funny.
Oh my god! Like the subtitles are stacking on each other. Well, let's just throw in the captions here just to even.
A lot of his stuff is conspiracy theories. You have to filter that out. And he's funny. Oh. There were 2 leprechauns. And they were knee-walking drunk. They were so drunk. They could not.
There we go. It wasn't the brainworm that's caused him to go crazy. It's fucking up his set. The brainworm wrote the set for him.
Yeah. The brainworm came out on stage and just
killed the vibe, as we say.
Yeah. She's done this before, right? She did that whenever a reporter asked him if Trump would be his running mate, and he for a second seemed to at least humor that question, but she was sitting next to him and she was like, no, that's not gonna happen.
And even that is more acceptable, and I don't think it's acceptable, but it's still more acceptable than this, because he was about to do, and I just realized this, an Irish joke. Motherfucker's Irish, isn't he? Aren't the Kennedys Irish Catholic?
Yeah, they
the
are.
whole thing. So what? He's gonna make fun of leprechauns? Those are a nuisance to him back home.
They're taking his Lucky Charms. Like that's a big problem in Ireland that a lot of people don't know about because they fucking think that fucking Ireland is Scotland and they're not the same thing.
It would be funny though if she just knows the joke and it's like, so there were 2 leprechauns and they butt fucked each other. And it's like that was the next line. Just...
And one raped the other and shot him to death after raping him.
Speaking of rape, I heard Baby Reindeer starts with a guy getting raped or something. I don't know. Forget it.
Okay.
It's the previews on Netflix. It's all the rage.
Let's make some noise for Sharon, everybody.
Stupid overbite.
I think that's a minute, and maybe we don't do accents right now. But I think it's good to quit while you're ahead.
Yeah.
What? He's gonna do an Irish accent?
Maybe he was like, there were 2 leprechauns.
There's 2 types of leprechauns.
From China, and they were Chinese. Oh, I'm a leprechaun.
Rapper.
Oh boy. Guys, do not try to do Chinese RFK Jr. because it will blow your vocal cord out. Two types of leprechauns. And so Cheryl, I just don't like if he's running. Bitch, if you want the mic, then you fucking run for president. How about that?
You put your name in the hat and have Tony draw it out. Fair and square. You didn't earn anything to be up there.
No. You are nothing but Larry David's failed marriage to the American populace. So why don't you go and fucking fuck Ted fucking Danson?
Could we get Post Malone's endorsement on RFK? That would be kind of cool.
That would be.
I think he's got I don't know. I feel like he's pretty popular.
He's still got to be pretty popular.
Like relative to us, like still pretty big, right?
Yeah. Let me, I want to check how many monthly followers he's got on Spotify just to gauge the population simulation.
We got more ratings on Spotify, by the way, because here's the thing. People listening, just go on Spotify. I know you like to watch the show. That's great. Just go on Spotify and rate us.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, somebody gave us a 3 out of 5, which I appreciate. It wasn't a 1 out of 5 because that's a total me move. I'm either a 1-star or 5-star.
Post Malone he has 97 million monthly listeners. So an endorsement would be huge.
Yeah.
I didn't know that someone rated us 3.5 stars on Spotify though. But yeah, go ahead and give us a good rating. Help us out for those wackos who listen to us on Spotify.
RFK Jr. Is that it?
Yeah.
For him?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got everyone's talked to a Karen before. We've all run into this, but this lady's gone viral. Whoa, what the fuck?
Yeah, this is crazy. I don't know. It's just there's some. You'll see it. You'll see why this is an actually a good Karen video.
Get away from my car.
Come on.
Get away from
really?
my car.
You?
boy. Get out of your car, boy, son.
Which, by the way, boy, son, she wants to say the N-word, but she just by a miracle realized that he was recording. But she also doesn't want to back down because that's also going to be on video.
Yeah.
Well,
you're also going to get a good feel of what the real feel is outside temperature-wise when you just stare at her chest, if you know what I mean.
Go somewhere, crazy.
No, I'm not crazy. Get out of your car now.
You don't
Yeah,
want me to
eating your McDonald's.
You don't
Get
want
out
me
of
to
your
go
car, asshole.
Get your order straight.
Come on. Come on now. I'm so ready to Fight Club this shit. Let's go. Come on.
No.
Come on. Oh,
she's got to be drunk.
No way, dude.
fucking pussy. Get
This
a
is what
degree,
low-rent
go to
people act
school.
like.
I am what I
Go
eat.
to
Well,
school.
I am
Isn't
what I
she
eat.
rich?
You see my car versus your car.
You're
Yeah.
eating McDonald's? Go to
You
school.
see my car versus your
Go
car.
to-
Bye.
A triple chin. Triple chin threat.
Bye.
Make $1 million a year.
Oh,
but you eat at
fucking
McDonald's.
Son.
That's
No,
a-
I'm not eating at McDonald's. I was getting a coffee at McDonald's. You
That's not
$2
eating?
bill.
That's not eating?
A $2 bill.
Take
You
your
added-
ass on.
By the way, if he had a $2 bill, that's a lot cooler than you and your outfit, lady. Okay, if he's paying with $2 bills, that means he's just going to the bank for fun.
Yeah, I mean, he'd have to be like an Indiana Jones type character because the $2 bill is rare, which makes it actually worth more than $2. And so, yeah, I mean, she totally just didn't even realize that she was giving him a compliment.
By the way, she keeps going behind the car. That's what I was
Yeah.
talking about, obviously. And what's happening back there? You know, is she just doing like the change face or something, but
Yeah.
it never works?
She's flipping through her flashcards. She's like, okay, what other things can I call him? That's not the N-word, but gets the point across. Boy, son, tell him to go to school, tell him to read a book. I don't know. And yeah, I don't know what she's doing back there. We'll see how many.
Get out of your car, pussy. Get
Go
out of
home.
your car.
Go home.
I'm here. No,
Go
come
home.
on.
Go home, Miss Washington. Take your ass home.
Come on. Are you going to post this? Because you look like a pussy right now.
He's not in the video.
I'm pussy.
Yeah.
With your,
With his not beating a woman to death, like he's a pussy because he's not gonna go rape and murder her with his bare hands. Oh, she's got the back of her like the neck buzzed too. That's a real
awesome.
psycho move. That's like a Mad Max. Like you're not in Mad Max, not the post-apocalypse. Like let the hair grow normally, lady.
The jacket sucks for $1 million a year. You get that fat sucked out of your face, lady.
Yeah.
They have that now.
Do they really?
Yeah, I think it's cheap. I knew somebody that didn't even need it. And they got all that fat out of there. Anyway, the point is, there's no way she's worth $1 million. She's eating at McDonald's.
Yeah. Although I do know some rich people who still love McDonald's coffee.
Trump?
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah, there is
Amazing.
also Trump. Yeah. But nice try, lady, because again, when she throws out the $2 bill insult, one, like poor people will often reveal what a lot of money is to them. Like if you just listen to them. So she just said $2 because that's a lot of money to her. And two, I don't know where I was going with this. I should not have
Yeah,
started
because she did
the
say
list.
$1 million, and that is a lot. You know, I mean, if that makes me a poor person for wanting $1 million, then I'd take it.
Well, you're not yelling at a black person, so we let it slide for you. We don't
Okay.
let it slide for
Not today, anyway.
She puts the N in Karen. We'll see how many times she goes back behind her car.
get a degree. Go to school. Go to school. Oh, I'm putting it on the internet.
Yo, get away from my car.
You know what? She kind of looks like a Letty from Fishtank's mom. She looks like she could be her mom.
Uh-huh.
She's got a weird something. And she doesn't have a lazy eye. She's got crazy eyes. So maybe that's where I'm drawing that comparison. But I don't know. Classic video. Anything else to say? Or we...
No, that you just remember those people are out there. Don't let them be your mom.
And don't let any white woman tell you to go to school.
Okay, this is Boomer Sharon Stone.
Yes, we'll play the video, and I've got that screenshot you
Thank
sent me.
God.
So we've got...
Yeah. Gorilla Sofa. So as you can tell, these are totally legit. You know, this is an ad for Gorilla Sofas. They're not AI. They're not fake. That's totally...
Yeah,
real.
The camera morphing, the distorted morph with it. That's not from AI. That's just from the type of camera, obviously. And I mean, this is the type of stuff you share on Facebook. And then like the boomers, you think of like stupid Karen McDonald's boomers falling for something like this. You wouldn't think
a genius actress like Sharon Stone.
But lo and behold, she commented on. She deleted the comment, but you got the scoop.
I took a screenshot.
Where?
Ha.
Where and how much? I want it. She commented. She wanted this one. Where and how much I want it. 2 spaces there too. She got so excited. I want it.
Yeah, you know, that's it's quite the move. I don't know else to say about it. I mean, I do want the couch. I wish it was real.
Yeah.
But I'm not falling for it.
I got 2 words for
even the fingers are still fucked up in classic AI fashion.
Yeah,
that one has 4 and that one has 5.
That's true. Yeah, the toes are much more than the fingies, and it just doesn't work. And I got 2 words for Sharon Stone: dumb bitch.
Now, if there was an animal, yeah.
No, go ahead. If there was
an animal that was a couch, I do think this makes the most sense.
Because like a bear can only be like a rug, you know, and a crocodile. I mean, come on, no one's sleeping on that.
How about a giant dinosaur, just the skull of like a T-Rex, and you lay on its tongue,
or you sit in each of the eye holes, you know, like you have a little cubby that you sit in and you get all snuggled up in.
And it actually, because it's like there's 2 eye holes, obviously, and you're sitting in one eye hole, maybe the left because you're left-handed, and I'll sit in the right because I'm right-handed, so I'm right-brained, I guess. And out in the distance, it's a field, like a pasture, and there's just we're like at an outdoor movie theater, just you and me.
Or we're checking out, like we're watching the newest Deadpool movie, right? And then also what we've done is we've drilled into the bone some microphone mounts so we can immediately give live updates of movies while we're watching it, and it's part of the podcast.
Yes, and we drilled like a big hole between the eyes because maybe they're not actually connected from inside, so we could still see each other.
Yeah. And then we like hollow out and like change the shape of the skull entirely, where it's not going to look like a skull. It's going to look like 2 chairs, but it's still going to be the skull. It's not really going to be a skull, but it's going to be a skull anyway. And we leave another spot for Eric Butts once he finally he gets
the tongue is where we park the car, and then the mouth shuts.
Oh, yeah. In true, that's almost like a super villainy fashion. I like that. You drive up it, and then it closes.
I went to the dinosaur museum last weekend, and that's why I've got dinosaur fresh on the brain. So I saw a T-Rex, sort of, and yeah.
You were excited. And you know, no chat GPT can do that, can come up with that. We've got Ian Hawke posting. So we're obviously like big supporters of Ian Hawke. We love him. And so we'll quickly play. This is him on Joe Rogan, or Joe Rogan talking about him.
Vote is insane. So first of all, when Ian was a child, he missed 2 days of school. It is now called the weekend. The night after
he
played
played himself in Alvin the Chipmunks.
A dream where he wrestled a 30-foot snake. This is when he woke up with his hands in his pants. And we all heard of Isaac Newton, the man who discovered gravity. Who do you think dropped the apple? Speaking of apples, Steve Jobs invented Apple in 1976. Ian Hawke took a bite from their logo. This fact is probably the craziest. Elon Musk has a net worth of $200 billion. This was actually a small gift from Ian. He then started a diary documenting his feats. This is famously known as the Guinness World Record Book. Let me know in the comments about...
Yeah, I mean...
Damn, you know what gives it away that that's AI and not real? Not to spoil it for you people, is that Joe wants feedback, something he'd never ask for in real life from his audience.
Yeah, that's true. That he's implying that he would read the comments in the first place. That's good catch. I don't know. This is the new hot meme. He's dethroned Chuck Norris as the everyman who can do everything, the master of all. And I don't know, it's just funny because he's a perfect villain. I feel like every kid was like required to watch Alvin and the Chipmunks as a child. So
reading party at school. Oh, you read your books this month? Marley and Me this month. Alvin and the Chipmunks next month.
For those
super specific experience.
Yeah. For those who didn't read, you go see Marley and Me. You have your dreams crushed by the dead dog. But if you watched it, you get to see 3 chipmunks live. Or if you read your books, that was.
It is a story about hope, Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah.
But I do think it was nice of Ian to lend his services. He didn't have to play himself.
I know, yeah. And, you know, obviously him and Dave like disagreed. Dave is obviously not as well guided as Ian because all Ian wanted to do was maximize profits for the Chipmunks to set him up with like a good college fund. And Dave they couldn't see eye to eye. Yeah.
He gets in the way.
But that's, of course, you got to watch the movie in like almost a mixed up order. It's like a Quentin Tarantino movie. You think the movie's in order, but it's actually all jumbled out of order. The ending is whenever the Chipmunks are happy to be with Ian. Once Ian finally owns the Chipmunks for a brief.
Is that 4?
That's
Chipmunks 4 because they just removed Alvin and the Chipmunks and they just called it Chipmunks 4 because there's so many.
Wait, what?
Is that the one when he moves in with Ian? For good, and they kill Dave?
They move in every single one because they can't escape the allure of Ian Hawke. So it happens every single time.
Because I watch it number 2, number 3, and then I go back and watch number 1. Sort of an origin. And then that's what ties it all together in 4 when they move in with Ian.
That's how they are. That's how it goes.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I fucking suck at
I don't know. I'm making no sense. I'm trying to look. Chipmunks 4 is not a real movie. Okay, guys.
I forgot we have this is the big
Oh my God.
enchilada. All right, so we got Bill Burr on Bill Maher.
Yeah, not to be confused with Bill Murray or Bill Barr, the Attorney General.
And I will say when I accidentally just say Bill, I will be referring to Bill Maher, but I will try to say Burr and Ma. Dude, I'm Bill Maher. Oh,
yeah.
Could you imagine? So this was making rounds all over the internet. Everyone was talking about this incredible episode. So we have
Club Random.
That's right, Club Random. We've got timestamps for you so we can go over, geek out with us. This is our Eric Butts content is who's on Bill Maher. So does it matter if he's on Bill Maher?
Bill Maher. If you speak Yiddish, you'll get that.
Yeah, Bill Mockery. Don't make a mockery of Colin Mockery. Anyway, the first timestamp here is this generational talk, which we watched this podcast a long time ago. It was Bill Maher on Bill Burr's podcast, and they get into this argument over generations. So this is relived once again. So we'll just start with this.
And this is obviously a common theme throughout the Bill Maher show.
Oh yeah.
Is that, he doesn't know what generation he's from. He thinks all the old generations are actually still kind of recent.
Mm-hmm.
He thinks the 60s were just right before the 70s. It's like, yeah, but that's before the 80s, 90s, and
right. Yeah, he doesn't look at the full scope of things. He'll kind of do these little weird fragments. So here's this generational discussion.
Credits were rolling, and I was going like someone, I forget, somebody won an Oscar on that movie, and I totally spaced on it.
I think that might be the difference in our generations, which is not that. I mean, we're maybe like 13 years apart.
You're one of my elders, man. I respect you for that.
I feel like I'm in the Reagan-Mondale debate.
No, I just remember when you did my podcast, you kept getting like, I'm not that much older than you.
And I'm not. And
13 years is a long fucking time.
Well, I think the point I made then, and I'll remake it for you, is that to anyone young who is what we care about in this discussion, because it's like, well, we don't want to lose that audience. Trust me, when you're 25, you and I are the same.
That is like so not true.
It isn't, because Bill is ancient. Bill Maher is ancient. Bill Burr is not as ancient.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's sort of like saying that, like the dinosaurs and Noah's Ark are around the same time. As we all know, those were probably far apart.
Yeah, they were 13 years apart, and that's how long 13 years is. I mean, in 13 years, you could get 4 Alvin and the Chipmunks movies. That's a whole universe that's created.
That's true.
I love how he's like 25. There's no difference between someone 25 and 50. That's the most asinine
No, that's
thing.
not what he's saying. He's saying to somebody who is 25, they're indistinguishable.
Oh,
but it's like, no, they're not. Bill definitely seems older.
Yeah.
Damn it, Maher seems older. Burr seems just kind of old.
Like Bill Burr, dude, this is Bill Burr can pick up on like the liberal social cues of today to like follow. Bill Maher, they've completely gone over his head. The second they brought in the pronouns, he was too old to understand pronouns.
Yeah.
So that right there is a good example of how they're generationally different. That's what a difference those 13 years make.
And that proves to you that it's easy to tell when a liberal is old, because then they start becoming conservative. It just happens to all of them. The conservatives were already there, but when you see such a change in Bill Maher, he's old.
Yeah, he's not grifting. He's just getting old. Okay, we'll take a look at this next timestamp we have. Oh, this is incredible. So obviously, they're both comedians. So you'd think they would fucking murder in the podcast. They'd be killing it. They're sparring with each other because they're both professionals. Bill Burr tries to riff with Bill Maher.
And we know that they have this kind of in common because Bill Maher is so damn witty on his show every week.
So damn witty.
And and Bill Burr he yelled at some people in Philadelphia one time, and that really everybody ever. And then he actually yells at people for saying he's angry when they call him angry. So
no nonsense meets no hesitation.
Yes.
And get ready to laugh with us.
He's a little eccentric. He worded it better, but like all his homosexuality was filed under eccentric, and it's just like
talking about Adam Friedland.
Had many euphemisms for gay. You couldn't say that in Hollywood. For example, the director George Cukor was everyone in town knew he was gay.
His name was Q-Card?
George Cukor, C-U-K-O-R. You never heard of him?
No.
Phyllis.
Was his brother Billy Boom Mike?
What?
Damn.
Then that also reveals the generational difference. He's like, you don't know who Philip Q Card is, and then I mean, Bill just does a simple what? Q Card, and like Bill just like not picking up on it at all. He's like, no, oh my gosh, this fucking stupid hillbilly, this Philadelphian hillbilly.
Q Card.
I love it.
Boom mic and cue card. That was what Burr thought he should up the ante with was boom mic.
Billy, dude, who is he? Billy
boom mic.
Who is he?
That's like literally a parody of something somebody to do with Bill Burr.
Yeah. What's next? The Colin camera. You know who else is here? Larry Light.
What else is on a fucking set?
Yeah. Tanner teleprompter and fucking I don't know, dude. Oh, Alan actor. Okay. Anything else to say on that one?
Polly polka dot chair. They're sitting on the polka dot seats.
Polly pocket polka dot chair.
Okay, yeah, that's Bill Maher doesn't riff.
No,
I don't think.
Same as Rogan. They don't understand. That's what blows my mind about these people is that they're all like, oh, comedy this, comedy that. Well, they do comedy the way it was supposed to be done. Blah 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 blah. The moment you try to riff with them, they don't understand what you're doing.
Well, it should validate what we already know, and that's that they're not actually funny.
Yeah,
they're just funny. They're funny for reasons they don't know, and that's because we're laughing at them.
Yeah, that's true.
And everything about them.
And they're too like self-absorbed to admit that the reason, because when they see someone laugh at them, they go, "Oh, it's because I'm funny, because I'm a comedian." They never stop to think, "Oh, wait, are they laughing at me because I am like retarded?"
And think about it: if you think they're funny, you the audience, but they're not funny, then you're also not funny. Nepotism,
dude.
I mean, we see a lot of nepo babies.
Nepo babies.
Here we go.
Babies. We see a lot of.
I love that nepo baby. Everybody's a nepo baby.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are. If your dad's a dentist and you become a dentist, now I don't give you credit for being a dentist because your dad was filling
Totally
teeth.
not the point Bill Maher was making.
Analogy.
Why?
Because we're talking about nepo and we're talking about in
you are.
Yeah, you just brought it up. Yeah. So you do on a show is have a conversation,
like,
Burr.
Yeah. Bill Burr is totally in the wrong in this.
I've been doing this bit about, they talk about Hollywood pedophilia like it's not everywhere. Like the Catholic Church has to be on the fucking Mount Rushmore of that shit.
Can I tell you what Burr does, though, that's really annoying? Is he has a rant for everything. So it's like he just hears the trigger word and then he starts going off. And it's like, that's not the point he's making. Yes, you could extend nepotism to everything and then it wouldn't make sense.
Right.
Yes, Bill Maher brought up nepotism. That's kind of the point of the show. He's just talking.
Yeah,
about shit.
It's not a cue. It's not a late night show where it's like, I heard you have a dog. You know, let's talk about nepotism. Dude, let me tell you, if you're a fucking dentist.
Yeah, Billy Boom Mike, was he Nepo?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, pedophilia exposed. And it's just like, did you watch To Catch a Predator?
Yeah.
That was never in Hollywood. Plenty of people coming up that driveway.
Yeah, no one's denying that. No one ever
All
made...
right, well, then Nepo baby. Your dad has a construction company, you take it over. Does somebody call him a Nepo baby? No, it just becomes, Sanford and Son.
Yeah, but it's a little more pronounced when it's in the arts.
I think that twitch was like, not even a laugh.
Yeah.
You see him do that face twitch? I've never seen that. He's like, not even a laugh.
From Bill Maher?
Burr.
Here,
after he finishes his dumb Sanford and Son joke.
Okay, yeah, we'll rewind that and
Sanford and
take a look
Son.
at that.
Yeah, but it's a little more pronounced when it's...
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm convinced there's something there. He's like, oh.
Sanford and Son.
Okay, Bill, I don't think we're done with this though, right?
Yeah, we're almost done. But
in the arts, because you have this...
I hate that word.
Why?
He's so disagreeable.
I think, and I think he knows that it will go viral too, because he does kind of beat up on Bill Maher a lot, which Bill Maher deserves.
Somebody made a 7-minute clip of it.
Yeah, the compilation of the cum shot tribute of Bill just unloading on Bill, and I mean it's funny, and I think Bill Maher, he actually takes it well. It almost makes you hope that he has some self-awareness, but it's also funny when he don't.
Sometimes you do need somebody to come in and actually bully you a little bit. And I think that's kind of what Burr did here.
Yeah.
He buried him.
Yeah, and it needed to be done. He buried him in front of the Maher. Is a Maher, that's got to be a landscape related, I hope. Okay.
Like Mars.
Yeah. He buried him all the way up to Mars. And now we have here, here comes Beetle talk. And so Burr triggers Maher during Beetle talk, the band, the Beatles.
People don't want to hear the B-sides and the moody stuff. Sing the hits.
You know what's-
and they changed their set list that night.
What is so amazing about them is they should have been over in 2 summers because they were essentially a boy band. And they...
The most ridiculous thing you said today.
Dude, he gets so mad. That stone cold look.
That night.
What is so amazing about them is they should have been over in 2 summers because they were essentially a boy band. And they...
The most
I mean, fuck. You have crossed a line.
ridiculous thing you've said today.
Damn. It's funny, like, neither of them can agree on anything that they have to say. Because, again, Bill Burr is right. Because the Beatles, we talked about the Beatles, like, last week. They were a boy band. The first few albums were indicative of that. But then Bill Maher, I don't understand why he gets so pissed about it, but whatever. And that's the extent of that clip. I mean, nothing tops his him getting mad. And then Bill Burr roasts Maher for being an intellectual. We'll get into that.
So this is a little bit of our dynamic. I'm always trying to be smart, and you're always trying to say, dumb it down.
Dumb it down. Dude, you got to dumb it down. I'm from Philadelphia. My wife's black.
Damn.
Oh, you're going to cancel me for that.
Bill's got a classic Ashkenazi IQ. You know, he's definitely too smart for his own good, that's for sure.
And dude, I'm too retarded to not keep my mouth shut.
That
Dude,
good?
listen, I get it. You're not a knock-around guy. You looked up Latin words and you didn't fucking hang out with the fellas and they used to hang you by your underwear at the lockers. So now none of them are funny because this is your one thing. But I'm funny. They could never be as funny
What's your
as
thing,
me.
Bill?
Yeah.
Well, that's-
Like, there's so much shit about you that's
Burr.
funny that you're not even trying to be funny. Your whole fucking outfit is hilarious.
my
I don't know what it
outfit.
is. Yeah.
A shirt and pants is an outfit?
You
By
dress
the way,
like
this is
that-
like the most tame thing he's worn is just pants and a shirt. Because sometimes he does do the silly shirt.
He does, yeah. He does like a 1950s diner shirt that's like unbuttoned, and then like a Led Zeppelin shirt that's tucked in. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, he'll do like, he does those shirts. Doesn't he do like a tropical thing? Like his honeymoon's in Panama or something?
Yeah. Oh yeah. There are many variations to the unbuttoned button-up short sleeve shirt with the band shirt combo. But I like how Bill Burr really gets to the crux of Bill Maher and what we like about him. He says, there's so much about you that's funny that you don't even realize. And that part is true. But then trying to gash at him for the outfit when he is wearing a pretty tame outfit is kind of funny. He looks like a waiter. It is weird to be in your club random, but your shirt's tucked in. But...
Hilarious.
My
I don't know what it
outfit.
is. Yeah.
A shirt and pants is an outfit?
You dress like that, you're going to sing that, what is that song? Splish Splash, I was taking a bath with your stupid little slippers that you're wearing.
Not even slippers,
Yeah.
though.
Boots.
Yeah.
These are almost Beatle.
Oh, fuck, you're an outlaw.
These are almost Beatle boots.
Chelsea boots, I know that
Never
because
got
my
over
wife's
Beatle
into
boots
fashion.
'cause they were the greatest.
What were?
Beatle boots.
Those were badass.
Well, that's what it was. It was like the half boot.
So there they go, talking about the Beatles again. But yeah.
I was going to say, well, no, this is more of an overarching thing. At the beginning of the episode, Burr goes, you care if I smoke a cigar in here?
Mhm.
Right. And then Maher is like, you can do whatever you want in here. And I just think that's like a perfect example of how Bill Maher views the club random experience for his guests.
Oh, yeah, like anything flies.
It's like Pee-wee's Playhouse to him.
Yeah. It has the same color combination as Pee-wee's Playhouse. And then this one cuts close to me because this was a lot of you. I get so many comments. They're like, Steve, what were you like in middle school? This soundbite here is what it was like for me. This is what I would start 99% of my conversations with.
Can I share something about the Beatles with you without you making fun of me? Maybe you'll find it.
Bill, that's why I'm here.
That was pretty much, that was me in middle school.
Yeah, sure. Damn, that's good.
And then the last thing is, so the reason Bill Burr was on Bill Maher's podcast is because they're doing a movie together. And so they reveal the name of the movie in the podcast.
That's why they were so chummy. I didn't get to the very end. I'm going to be honest.
Yeah, and a lot of people just skipped over this part. But
it's Fart Man and Asshole Jack.
So there you go, Fart Man and Asshole Jack. That's going to be the movie that's coming out.
I'm excited.
So that was Bill Maher on Bill Burr. Excuse me, Bill Burr on Bill Maher and Build a Burr Maher Shop.
So yeah, I mean, we've covered rap beefs, we've covered new movies, movies about cows,
fish. We got the whole animal kingdom.
AI,
Fishtank.
On a couple of fronts, stand-up,
funny comedy, unfunny comedy. I wanted to say one last thing about this podcast. Whenever Bill, because you brought this up too, Bill pretending like Bill Burr pretending his wife is like a comedian when he was like, dude,
Oh my God,
dude,
yes.
Nimarata Nija played Steely Dan in the Hood. It was like hilarious.
He goes, my wife, she's absolutely beautiful. And then I don't know, he's Italian.
And Bill laughs.
Well, Bill's probably jealous, actually.
Yeah.
But Maher, Burr, he goes, we were watching something with dogs, and she just fully committed to starting to bark like a dog. It's like, if you never, that's a thing they do.
Yeah.
And then the other thing she did too is they're driving around in the hood and she starts playing Steely Dan. The two things to lock Bill Burr down if you're black.
Yeah.
Ooh. But he would never make the mistake of going on stage and singing it specifically because he married a black woman.
Mm-hmm.
If he was on stage with Drake or Kendrick, I mean.
Yeah,
Kendrick.
that's true. Yeah. He'd go like, he'd be singing into the mic and then he'd move his hand out off to the side every time. Dude, where you from, Mike?
All right, this episode was sponsored by Mr. Birchum and the Daily Wire.
Mm-hmm. Check it out. Go to give it code Goon. Go to dailywire.com. Use code Goontopia, and you get 10% off. The first 10% of the episode is free when you use code Goontopia, and that is capital G. Everything else lowercase.
Well, the O's are zeros. Okay, that's it. That's enough. Bye.